LST, or low stress training, is the best method for autoflowers in my opinion. Okay, and it really comes down to extending the harvest cycle. Okay, so when you go to chop it on the autoflower plant, unlike a photoperiod plant, it does not have the ability to continue in a vegetative state for as long as you need it to repair that damage that you did. Okay, autoflowers have a preset bioclock, and they're going to do what they're going to do. And so if, let's say, you top it at the 6th internode, it is going to inherently spend time repairing that damage, that high stress damage, just like it would in nature. It would break off. But with autoflowers, they can't stall in the vegetative period to do better. No. Where they evolved to do their thing, it's going to just keep going, and it's just gonna it's gonna spend a little bit of time on it, and ultimately what I have seen is that it's not necessarily about getting more yield, less yield, or things like that. It's that whatever time I've seen that it gets spent on that high stress training, repairing that damage, basically it gets added on to the end of the cycle. You know what I mean? And it's not every strain. For the most part, that is what I've seen, is when you go to high stress train day neutral cannabis, it generally tends to extend that time period to the end of the harvest cycle. So that's just what, that's what I have done. And so, low stress training, what is it? Okay, low stress training is basically taking and manipulating the plant without damaging it, without cutting it, without nicking it, without mainlining it, without topping it, without FIMing it. Okay, it's going to be taking it, and the main, I guess, LST 101 is going to be, you have your apical meristem. That's your main stalk, folks. That's the main stalk, apical meristem. Okay, you've got it going up. If you take that right there, we're going to show you. Okay. So here's your apical meristem, and here are all your lateral branches at your internodes. Okay, well, the ones at the top are getting the most light. Okay, they're closest to the light. They're getting the most light. Inherently, the photosynthesis is at a higher rate. Those cells are going to divide faster, and the leaf is going to get bigger. Well, what happens in that situation is that the leaves are going to be bigger at the top than they are at the bottom, and that creates shade. Well, we want to create as much even light, okay? Even light distribution to every single bud site that you can, okay? The way that you're going to do that is you're going to take that main branch and all those lateral nodes, and you're going to bend it 90 degrees. What that's going to do is everywhere after that bend is going to take those lateral branches that were going like this. If you bend it over like that, then they grow up towards the light, and so you'll have a much more even distribution, and even what is technically the bottom of the bud, the bottom of the plant, the bud, it's still getting the exact same amount of light as the one at the top or the one at the end. Okay, and so yeah, exactly. Josh, where you at, Josh Jordan? Yeah, he said he did a mainline auto quoted at 70 days and didn't finish up till after 100, because especially with mainlining those super high stress training, I mean, you're talking weeks. You could talk a couple 3-4 weeks that all that cellular damage is repaired, is done. And that's the point of autos, guys, gals, ladies and gents, folks of all ages. Autos are the reason that they are more beneficial, in my opinion, than photoperiods, is because ultimately they are a faster solution to get your medicine. Okay, that generally speaking, autoflowers, day neutral cannabis, finishes about 2 times faster than photoperiod plants. Okay, and so what we've done, and as breeders, what we've done is we've tried to maximize their size, their potency, and all that stuff. And we're here.